Is there a book or a shastra from Sanatan Dharma that solves for loneliness?
Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the book because the first chapter itself starts with sorrow.
Can you condense down the learnings of the first chapter?
In very simple language. It is said that if you channelize your sorrow or your pain in the right direction, you will be experiencing the highest.
Sorrow is also energy.
Yes, everything is a yoga in Bhagavad Gita. 18 chapters, they are talking to unite. So if I take this petty victim attitude that why God is like this, why, and channel it to a divinity that, okay, there's a greater energy. In simple language, that I leave it to Bhagwan. I will. And it is very amazing personally. As you mentioned, and I've realized throughout the day that you said, oh, it is better. Though it may be words for me, but you have experienced it. You won't repeat it all the time. Although maybe it is words for you, somewhere that experience is coming. So that change and channelizing is again evolution.
Yep. I think people loosely know that the Bhagavad Gita was recited by Sri Krishna to the warrior Arjun on the day the Mahabharata was beginning.
Yes.
To understand it further, Sri Krishna loosely froze time, paused time, and explained it to Arjun. Because Arjun had too many questions in his head. Because during the war, he was supposed to face his own cousins, his guru, his grandfather. He was confused, he was tired, didn't want to go to war. And then over the course of the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna explains why he must do his duty, go to war. And also then went on to explain how to navigate through life. Sri Krishna was his sarthi, his charioteer. And he was literally his charioteer, but he was also the charioteer of his mind. So I've not read the entire Bhagavad Gita yet. I'm in the process. But what I sense is that when you begin reading the Bhagavad Gita, you will notice that Sri Krishna becomes your charioteer as well.
Definitely.
Out of that pool of sorrow and confusion.
We all come from the same source. Again and again, the Vedantic knowledge is always there. For you, that divinity has taken a form of a Bhairav. For me, she has taken a form of a Kali.
Wow.
And for Arjun, he has taken a form of Bhagwan. And it is very strange when you read and understand the Gita in detail. He purposely got the chariot in front of his guru and his cousins. And it is the battlefield of life that we are going through all the time, where we'll be placed. And it is to make us realize you will not be placed in such situation that you have to kill your own guru and your own cousins. So your problem is not higher than Arjun's problem. Yet, Bhagwan has solved it. Your insignificant problems will be solved when you surrender.
When a baby is born, it's a soul that's entered Bhulok. Sure, right?
Before when it comes out or the process, yes.
It's re-entered Bhulok. At least it's open to material reality again. It's outside the uterus. That child, that baby, is obviously not aware of the battlefield that awaits it in the form of human life.
No, there are two possibilities. If the baby has done some past sadhanas, that awareness may come in this birth also.
From the beginning.
Secondly, also there might be a possibility that, who knows, it might be the baby's last journey, like great Ramana Maharishi, so they might be in that state. Or the baby might be a completely baby who was born to solve all the problems, so they may go through a very difficult life. Many possibilities.
People don't get this. I've actually had some billionaires ask me what my goal is in life. And I say that I want to spiritually evolve, and everything else is catered towards that. Another story associated with Arjun is how in his childhood, he was called up by his guru in front of all his cousins, and he was asked to shoot the eye of a wooden bird on a tree. But before he was called up, the other cousins were called. His brothers were also called. And before any of the brothers or the cousins were allowed to take the shot, the guru would ask them, what do you see? So someone said, I see the sky, the tree, the bird. Someone said, I see the bird in the branch. Someone said, I see you, Guru. Someone said, I see everything around me. Arjun was the only prince who came up and said, I only see the eye of the bird. So the guru says, do you see anything else at all? He's like, no, I only see the eye of the bird. And then the guru says, so take your shot. And the bird's eye explodes because of his arrow.
Yes.
This has been such a character building story for me because I've learned focus through this. But from a very practical human life perspective, what is my eye of the bird right now in life? It is one of two things. One, it's my present, catered to my final goal of spiritual evolution. But if I don't end up reaching a great point of spiritual evolution in this life, I want to ensure that my next birth, when I take the form of a little baby again, that next birth should be very catered to spiritual evolution. Like I need to position my soul in the best possible place to be ready for the next birth or escape the cycle of birth and death in this birth itself. I think that this mentality is helping me right now. It's helping me keep that arrow locked in. So one of these two things. But effectively, it's just spiritual evolution, which for me means every day praying, meditating, doing my sadhana, being a kind person, trying to improve my body, doing the right thing in the world. Would you like to coach me further in this?
See, this is a very similar question that Arjuna had asked Bhagwan. What if I die and I have not reached the pinnacle of human consciousness? What if in between I die? We call the yog brasht. That means those evolved beings who have not reached the pinnacle, they come back again to continue their journey. So Bhagwan said very nicely, don't worry. Whatever sanskar, whatever sadhanas you have done will be taken to your next birth and your journey will start from there. You will also be born in a family of yogis. The entire environment will be conducive and you will evolve. But again, at that point of time, if you waver and you go down, the cycle will go again. So conditions will be provided, but the human ego again is what? Problem.
Do you consciously think of your next birth?
Honest answer, how can an instrument think? It is the way it is. If he wants, it is okay. If he doesn't want, it is okay. Kali will decide everything what is there.
This question is coming to me, so I'm asking you, okay? As you kept reading the Bhagavad Gita, in your process of reading it, I feel somewhere in the middle of the Gita was a very important lesson for you. Can you just repeat that lesson?
For me, I think some of my past sanskaras and blessings of my guru, I used to question my guru the Gita all the time.
What?
Question her the Gita. Like ask questions from the Gita and she used to answer.
What do you mean ask questions from the Gita?
So when I used to read the Gita, whatever doubts I had, I used to go run to her and ask questions. So that was my learning and teaching of Gita phase. And what I understood from Gita and what my takeaway is, that in today's world, you are not meant to leave everything and go. In today's world, participate in everything, act everything, go through everything, but internally be established in Bhagwan.
Wow.
If you take this and you understand, you have learned the Gita.
If you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out these curated playlists that we've made especially for you related to the subject that was spoken about in this clip.